Actually, living in a small town means you have more influence on social change and protecting other people, not less. This quote is from a book called Change: How to Make Big Things Happen by the scientist Damon Santola. People at the edges of a social network have higher influence because they are connected to less people, and the people that they are connected to are also connected to less people, which makes their influence on each person higher. Because people in the network periphery have fewer countervailing influences surrounding them, a few initial adopters constitute a far greater fraction of their social network. This makes the network periphery an easier place for an innovation to take hold. The more people in the periphery who adopt your innovation, the stronger the signal will be for everyone else. This is how social change gains momentum. These are two diagrams from the book, a fishing net and a fireworks display. In a fishing net, a lot of the people that you're connected to are connected to each other, and this increases trust and accountability. In a fireworks network, your ties are weak because the people that you're connected to are not connected to each other. All of us are part of both of these types of networks. If you think about a small town or community, though, it is more like a fishing net where everybody knows each other. Which means that if you are one person in a town of 300, you have a much higher influence on other people's behavior than if you lived in a city of 300,000, like I do. Human beings are not only part of geographic networks because we have the internet, which means you're also parts of lots of different networks online. You're living at the height of globalization, where our actions affect everyone else on this planet. Even if somehow no one ever visits your small town and no one ever leaves it, so you guys are in a complete glass bubble from the rest of the world, you're still coming onto the internet telling other people that it doesn't matter whether or not they mask. One of the interesting things about being human is that we are so conditioned to focus on these concrete outcomes of our behavior for our own survival in this world that we don't really get to see the effects that our actions have on other people, especially when they travel through networks. One of the ways that I conceptualize this is by thinking about it in terms of ways that I send out ripples into the world. I don't always get to see what the effects of those waves are. I have a whole episode about this on my podcast, Effective Detective. I practice for me as I practice for you, no matter what you do.